For the LA Mongrels today, we have Coach 80 leading the men out against the San Diego Barracudas. At number 1, we have Reese Powell, the fullback. At number 2, we have David Abbo, right wing. Number 3, Austin Rains, right center. At number 4, we have Alex Nolasco, left center. At number 5, we have Donnie Duncan, left wing. At number 6, we have Alfie Bellevue, the 5'8". Number 7, we have Omar Ali, the captain, who's the halfback. Number 8, we have Carlos Chavez, prop. Number 9, we have Emery Suzu at hooker. Number 10, we have Mushu Leader, the prop. Number 11, we have Miles Chris, second row. And number 23, we have Ty Linegar, second row. And number 13, we have Scott Mitchell, a.k.a. Scotty Mitchell at prop. And for the San Diego Barracudas, coached by Ben Calverley. Number 1, we have Matthew Munch, who's a fullback. Number 2, we have Fernando Calderon, right wing. Number 3, we have Randall Jones, a.k.a. Randy, at right center. At number 4, we have Richard Gamero, Ricky, who's left center. At number 5, we have Casey Gomez, left wing. Number 6, we have Hashif Nadim, 5'8". At number 7, we have Ben Calverley at halfback. At number 8, we have Eli Welsh at prop. At number 18, we have Robert Tenalu Jr., who's prop. At number 10, we have David Smith, prop. At number 11, we have Ben Mills, second row. At number 12, we have Brian Hutchinson, who's the captain, a.k.a. Jamrock, at second row. And at 13, we have the prop as well, Darwin Doliente. Thanks again, Rugby League fans all around the world and in the United States. We're located here in sunny San Diego at Robb Field. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but it looks like we're back on right now.
We're coming in here, it's 10-0 to the LA Mongrel, the traveling team. 2 early tries. Fiery start from the Mongrel, Chad.
Absolutely. It just seems like the Barracudas at this time just do not have an answer for the offensive power of the Mongrels. Ben Calverley right now with the kickoff.
Still very early days in the contest though, Chad. They're fresh, their first game of rugby league. We're probably going to see a lot of improvement in defence as the game goes on.
That's Moshu right now with the run. It's about a 2-meter run. Moshu is from New South Wales in Australia, plays for the Mongrels.
Really powerful runner, Chad. Moshu, he's a great ball carrier.
Scotty Mitchell with about a 2-meter run.
You can see the Barracudas defence now slowly finding its feet in the middle here, slowing them down. Good gang tackles there, smothering the ball.
Yes. I think that was Amelia Earhart that just flew over us just now.
We got a lost ball there. What's happened there, Chad?
Oh, you can see the passion by Ben right now. This is his team. This is his baby. This is his creation. And I give credit to them. They have not lost any intensity so far. They got to get a little bit of rest. This is the first game in rugby league history for the San Diego Barracudas.
Big run from the 24. We got a early penalty there. What's that? He's called it high, hasn't he? See Ben here is looking to touch, looking to kick it to the sidelines to reset and get a bit of set play at the Mongrel line.
I'll tell you what, I've been very impressed with number 11, Ben Mills, for the San Diego Barracudas. He has told me before that he's never played rugby league before. He's really picked it up.
I've heard rumors that he's never actually played rugby before. This is his first outing as a rugby player.
That's true. Either codes.
You can see Ben here in the middle setting them up. He's probably looking for a play. Where's Hutchison? That's a guy to watch as well.
Stifling defense by Carlos.
Omar's calling them out there. Mongrel defense is.
Looks like Trace with the dummy, with the halfback. Scotty Mitchell with the run. It's like watching a gazelle run right there. He's about 6'5". Scotty Mitchell is. Plays rugby union as well for Eagle Rock up in LA. We're at about the 20-meter mark right now. Carlos with the run. John Ashton directing the Barracudas to get back 10 meters. probably a little bit of an adjustment. If a lot of these boys play union, we're getting used to it now.
What a beautiful day here in San Diego, Chad.
Absolutely beautiful. I'd say it's probably about 75 degrees. Weather's phenomenal.
Translates to
Near the water.
mid-20s in the Celsius.
Mid-20s, thank you for that. Not sure why you guys still haven't adjusted to the proper way to use that, but...
You mean you guys?
Yeah.
What's that a reference to? Here we go, San Diego with the attack. Bit of a slow play the ball
Got
here.
up a little bit gingerly. That was Austin Edmondson.
Mongrel really pushing up here in defense, aren't they, Chad? A lot of intent early on.
Oh, a
And with
little
the
bit of a
show.
dummy. Oh, powerful hit by Carlos. That second hit coming in, look, you can see the power on that one. Barracuda's not stopping, though. I give them credit. They're still coming at it.
Big Austin there for the Barracudas with some good meters up the sideline.
Austin Edmondson.
Here we go. Here's the Jamaican superstar.
That is-
Jamrock.
Absolutely. I don't know if there's any better names in sports ever than Jamrock.
It's got to be up there.
He's got experience playing for the Jamaican national team and USARL. He's the captain of this team. And I know Ben personally really respects him and thinks he's a phenomenal player. I mean, how would you not, as a coach, want to have somebody like that, running your team? Has a lot of trust in him.
So the referee, John, there has just called them up. That was a 5th tackle. The Barracudas had the opportunity to kick but chose to run. So the Mongrel will have a play the ball here on their own 20-meter line.
Which is not a bad idea. They're so close to their try line. They're down a couple scores. Why not go for it?
Taken down here on the 30. You can see that Barracuda's defense is really starting to take shape here in the middle.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little time, and it looks like they kind of dusted off the cobwebs a little bit, and they picked it up. There's Ben again in the tackle, along with Ben. Double Ben.
Omar looking for space out here on the right. They've got an overlap, but he comes back through the middle there.
Yeah.
I probably would have played back through the middle knowing David Abo's on the wing. Here we go.
Over here on the left wing, that's Casey Gomez.
Drop ball there by the Mongrels fullback, Reese, the Welshman. So we'll have a tap here for the Barracudas.
That's Robert Tonello, this junior, a.k.a. junior, who played for the Mongrels before. There's Ben again. He's everywhere. Phenomenal watching him play.
Again, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Great
he's from
defense.
New Hampshire. Oh, excellent grab right there.
Oh, you spoke too soon. It pops out.
That's all
David
right.
Abo
He
with
was
the
able
ball.
to, not the greatest pass, but he was able to hang on to that and pick it up.
Solid contact.
Looks like Elijah has a little bit of a niggle, might be coming out, maybe tore something.
Don't you love to see two big men
He's
like
grabbing
that?
his bits.
Jamrock up against Jason. That's going to be a great battle to watch. The 21 on the 12.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, I've been watching rugby league for 6 years, and it's players like Jason for the Mongrels I just absolutely love to watch. He likes to call this his therapy, and well, I can totally appreciate that.
Played with great intent last week against the Savage. I believe he scored a try there at the end, which was pretty crucial in their victory.
Yeah, it's always good to see, and he loves playing rugby league.
I must correct myself, against the Immortals
Yeah, against the Immortals, yeah.
from Sacramento.
Quick tap by Jason. That's quickly
So-
called.
John Ashton's called him back to play the ball. A little too eager there, Big Jason. Good offload by Scotty to Carlos. And again, Austin's there with a heavy tackle.
Excellent. Austin's one of the hardest hitters I've seen so far on the field today. Kudos to him.
Let's get the Mongrel with the ball here on the midway line.
Yeah, we're at the 50 meter mark. That's Ty Lineker right there.
Slowing him down well here. Carlos in the dummy half. What do we got? A bit of a fumble there. It'll be a Barracudas tap. They're going to definitely be looking to make the most of this. You can see Ben marshalling the troops around, looking to set up an offensive play.
There's Jamrock with about a 8 or 9 meter run. They're really going to rely on their props in this game today, I think, for San Diego. Clear some space for the backs to get some tries.
Scotty Mitchell's really working hard there in defence, isn't he? I think John will let that go. The San Diego team are new to the game, but probably not the second fumble there, Chad.
Getting some clarification right here from John Ashton. I would say probably a lot of these guys for the Barracudas play rugby union, so getting back 10 meters is probably something they got to get used to a little bit, but that's okay. It just takes a little bit of time.
Again, big contact by Jamrell. He's really leading the forwards for the Barracudas there in attack and defence. Omar comes wide to Miles. Oh, in space here, the Mongrel. Speedster.
That's Donnie with the ball. Excellent run. Ooh, Ben with the try-saving tackle.
You see Alex lining up here to the right. They've got an overlap if they can get the ball wide.
I'd like to see what they're going to do here.
Great defense.
Excellent defense by the Barracudas. Ben Calverley everywhere again today. This is his team. He's going to carry him. Oh, I think
it's a try. Yeah, it looked like it came
looked like
loose
he
there,
dropped
but
it
John
at the
Ashton
end.
was much closer than us.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
awarded it a try. Brings us to 14-0 to the Mongrel. Kick to come. Chad, tell us a little bit about that number 5 who scooted through the winger.
Donnie Duncan. Donnie's has been pretty good lately, and I thought that try was absolutely excellent. He really ran. That was probably about 20-some odd yards, and really set it up for that try.
You can tell he's an athlete.
Yes, absolutely.
I really think we're doing a good job here it's like a sportscaster kind of. I think it's good. It suits the vibe right now, Chad.
Absolutely. Couldn't think of a better place to be right now than with you right here doing this game. I can tell you, rugby league in this country is all about giving it earlier today we were marking the fields, getting everything ready. It's just couldn't imagine being in any other place than with these lads right here who give so much of their games.
Here and get the lines done and paint the fields as well.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Susu with the kick right now.
He's looking to make it 2 from 3 with the boot, or was it Omar who kicked the first? Unfortunately, we had the technical difficulties there. Just kind of nudges it over, but it's gone wide, unfortunately. So it's still 14-0 to the Mongrel.
I'd like to give some credit over there to Canelo. It's over on the touchline. He got injured in our last game against the Immortals, and he's here in spirit and supporting the lads, which is phenomenal to see.
Back here at halfway, San Diego with the kickoff back to the Mongrel who are lined out. You see they got a bit of a spring in their step, the Mongrel, coming off a bit of confidence in their game from their victory 2 weeks ago.
Which was a phenomenal game against the Sacramento Immortals. Let's be honest with you, the Mongrels just have a lot more experience in this game. We got to give Barracuda some credit. They will end up picking it up, and it'll take them a little bit of time, but they got it. They'll get it. Pride of Huddersfield, Ben Calverley right now with the kick.
Bollocking run there by the big man. Oh, they're not going to stop him. It's going to take a few of them to get him down. Run. So they're going to be looking for a quick play the ball here.
Yep.
Alex throwing him off. Smothering it.
That was Offie. Over to Elton.
He's having a bit of luck with space out wide, isn't he, Elton?
Elton's he's in the Marine Corps. Shout out to all of our service people, men and women all around the world. Thank you for your support and your service.
Also a Kenyan Sevens representative.
And a Kenyan Sevens representative, yeah.
A star-studded lineup. Oh, it's a great play again. Donnie Duncan in some space.
Wow, Donnie's just gone.
Stop him, are they? Oh, he puts his body in front. To the referee.
If he didn't get it, he's very close.
It's a try.
That's a try.
Oh no, he's called it a double movement.
Oh, okay. Did he?
So the referee's calling. Oh no, he signaled a double movement, but the Mongrel going back as if it's a try. I'm going to say it's a try, Chad.
I think it's going to be a try as well.
It gets us to 18-0 here to the Mongrel first half. Great try by Donnie Duncan.
Yep, the right winger over there, David Abo. Abo did the commentary with me last week.
I'm going to say he was a lot better than me.
I think you both did a very good job.
Thanks, Chad.
Ajuna in the middle of the trial, in the middle of the field. He is the official Mongrel photographer. We really appreciate all he does for us.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see the team sort of more than just the players on the field. You know, you got the coaches, the supporters as well that are all coming together. Yourself, Chad, heavily involved with the Mongrel organisation. He's kicked that really well, but he's
that was a miss.
Hasn't quite got it.
Okay.
Very strong kick there by the 15. Got a nice little breeze picking up here now, Chad. Going from left to right on your screens.
Barracuda's getting support from its fans. It's good to see. Good to see a lot of fans out here supporting both teams. Barracuda's got quite a few people out here. It's good to see.
Yeah, good home crowd. You can see they've made some interchanges here. 4 of the big boys coming off. Getting a spell for their hard work in the middle there. Short kick off.
Little grubber kick. Excellent jam rock.
On the fly.
Didn't cover lead a jam rock. We're going to grubber kick here on the kickoff.
Hey, and when you're down 18-0 in the first half, those are the kind of plays you got to be doing. Oh, a little bit of fumble
Not a
there.
bad idea.
Lets the pressure off, unfortunately.
I will tell you, Ben is one of the most fiercest competitors I've seen. He's very vocal, and he's going to want to win this game. He is not going to quit.
Mongrel ball on the 20-meter line here. It's going to be a tap. California Rugby League has replaced the boring scrums with just a simple tap. Oh, look at Jason winding up in the background.
He's ready to go.
He's really making a claim to be Rookie of the Year, isn't he?
I would have to put him in number 1 right now. It's just a beauty watching him run with the ball. Absolutely phenomenal.
Elton through the middle.
Yeah,
bounces one off. Again, takes 3 guys to bring him down.
Yeah, that's too many uncontested yards right now without getting tackled. The Barracudas have to really dial that in.
Just in the middle, if they can get it, working a little bit harder through the middle, in a bit tighter, will mummify the opportunities that the LA team are having.
Yep. That's Omar on the field. He's really the brain trust in this organization. One of the smartest rugby brains that I know. Excellent player, phenomenal teammate. Looks like that's Matt Minch coming off the field right now.
We've got 6 again here for the Barracudas.
Matt's one of our old LA Mongrel players and trained with us for quite a long time. The devotion for somebody from San Diego driving up 2 hours for the practice is amazing.
Marcus may be questionable there, but John lets it play on. Here we go, quick play the ball. The space out wide if they can get it there.
There's Ben again.
Great
He's just a natural.
3rd tackle there.
Jam rock with the run.
Great late footwork at the line. What do we got here?
Oh,
Comes
excellent
wide,
pass.
out to the wing.
Along the wing. Casey Gomez with that. Wow.
Solid defense there by Alex.
Yep. Casey Gomez with about a 4 or 5 meter run. Nice run.
5th tackle here, so Ben will be looking to go high. Touch there. All players are onside. Bounces down with Reese.
That's a Reese Powell. The pride of Wales.
Oh, great defense there by Ben. Chasing his kick.
He went down and he kept fighting that. Play the ball to Omar. That's Elton with the run. They're just giving him a lot of space.
Hey, Elton's everywhere. You got to give him credit. He's really turning up when he needs to be there.
He's throwing players off left and right. There's Ben Mills again in the tackle.
Very slow play the ball here. Omar out to Jason. Oh, there are the 2 big men again. Number 12 and 21. That's a matchup to watch all afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. What are your thoughts on the slower play of the ball? That's Papa Bruce right now with the run.
Yeah, I think both teams need to be looking to push it up a bit in the tempo department. As well as you've been a few lazy defenders not getting it back the full 10 metres. I would be surprised if John doesn't start getting the whistle out.
Yeah.
But we can see that the Barracudas are starting to fall into their rhythm a little bit.
Yes, they
It
are.
took them a while, their first game of rugby league, as Omar kicks it to the fullback.
He pins the fullback towards it. He's getting out of there with some space. Well, that was Sousa with an electrifying tackle. That was amazing. He carried him out of nowhere. Like a bat out of hell, that was. That was an amazing tackle by Sousa, one of our experienced rugby league and rugby union players.
Strong contact there, but shrugs it off without any hassles whatsoever.
Yep.
Tackle by David Abbo.
That was a good play by Ricky, number 4. That was Ricky, Richard Gomero. There's Junior again, one of our old LA Mongrel players. He was up in the East Palo Alto playing with the Mongrels at that time. Of course, it's just so good to see him playing and getting all these boys out here.
Here we go. A bit of a play out wide for the Barracudas. They've been predominantly playing up the middle, so it's good to see them chancing their hand. I think they're going to find a bit of joy if they can get their bigger boys out wide on some of the smaller centres for the Mongrel.
Oh, that was very interesting. That had a little union-esque feel to it.
Thankfully, the referee's called that back, and he's encouraging him to play the ball. Thankfully, as well, a ruck wasn't formed on our field.
Yeah.
Fifth tackle, inside his 40. It's into the breeze, taken by Austin. Try scorer last week in his first game of rugby league. He's brought down on the 40 there. See the Barracudas scrambling to get back. Bit of a soft run there by David Abbo, and he's absolutely terrorized by the Barracudas defense. Do you think I'm biased towards David? Just David?
No, not at all. I think you're a very impartial commentator, and that's phenomenal.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate the feedback.
Yes, for sure. That's Alfie with a 2-meter run. Incredible offloads. I would have to say some of the best passers you've ever seen in either codes have got to be Fijian.
The Fijian flair is really on show here today with Alfie, isn't it? And Sousa as well, making his mark on the game.
That was Papa Bruce as the halfback.
Omar kicks. Good chase by Donnie Duncan there. I think you'll find that came off a Barracuda, Chad. Yeah, that's what the referee's calling. So the Mongrel will have a crack here at their try line. Looking to get some more points here before half time.
Yeah. That's Ben Mills coming out for a substitution. I applaud him. He's been everywhere today. Phenomenal play.
He's really been great in his debut.
Yeah.
Full credit to him and his team for strong preparation.
Right. Things are slowed a little bit now for the Mongrels. It looks like the Barracudas have picked it up and kind of found their pace.
I think Elijah.
It's Elijah. Elijah's one of our OG original Mongrels that we've had since day one. He's been to every single game, flies here from Denver.
It's a great commitment to the cause, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Very dominant run there by Elton.
Yeah, I would say he has probably the most meters out of anybody, just meters per tackle.
Is second to none.
Yeah, for some reason they have not found a solution for him up to this point.
Picks it from dummy half, dives over. Try time. Brings us to 22-0. Kick to come right in front. Captain Omar hands the ball off to the 15 for the Mongrel. Kevin Chen, I believe it is. Who's a 15, Chad? I'm yet to see this gentleman. Don't have my glasses on. Tell you what though, he's got a good strike.
That may be Gabriel.
Huh?
I can't see from here. Looks like it may be Gabriel.
Clean kick.
Excellent. First one. I think that's our first conversion of the day, possibly?
Second.
Second one, okay.
When you say we, you mean Los Angeles Mongrel had the first one.
We as in California Rugby League.
That's it. First one for us as an organisation today.
Yep.
Brings it to 24-0. I think the first 2 tries were, they could be sort of chalked down to first game nerves.
Jitters.
Yeah, exactly. You're not really sure what the pace, the flow of the game is. You get out here for a little bit, a few big hits. All right, it's not going to hurt me. I'll be fine. You settle into your rhythm, make a few substitutes. It's their first game, and even though the scoreline maybe at this moment it's not ideal, they're going to be really good for this in the long run, Chad.
For sure. It's just all about experience, and that's what we're looking for.
You look at the core group of these Mongrel guys together.
I'd like to give a shout out also to our sponsors today.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see on all the team's jersey, just under the neckline there, we have the Mind Digital logo. Mind Digital exchanges a Sydney-based cryptocurrency. I should say Asia Pacific. They service that whole region. They're doing fantastic work, launching a new trading platform in the coming weeks. Keep an eye out for that on social media.
Yeah, and Young Guns also for the LA Mongrel.
The container crew that work from Canada to Los Angeles to Brisbane, Australia. What do we got here, Chad? It looks like we're going to get the he said it's going out on the full, which means... No, what's he doing here? The referee's he's going to question... We don't actually have a touch judge, which is part of the novelty of California Rugby League. What are you making of this, Chad?
I'm making of it. Looks like it's going to be the Mongrel's ball. Looked like Abbo let it go out, which is okay. At this point right now, we're, 22, 24?
This will be the Barracudas ball, Chad, because what he's going to say is that it's been kicked and it's bounced, either touched or untouched.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Off the kickoff, the Barracudas will get the ball back.
Okay. That was my error.
No, it's fine, Chad. It's fine. You're going to see some good intent here from them. Again, you got Jamrock out wide. I'd like to see Ben be looking to link up with him on the 3rd or the 4th. Probably find joy through that halves channel.
Yeah, coming up with this experienced Mongrel, you got to think, Ben's going to be looking at a player like Jamrock.
Ooh,
a little bit of a fumble.
Unlucky there, isn't it? Could have gone either way, but he's called him back on that. This will be the real show.
Yeah, that was Junior with the fumble.
This will be the real show for the Mongrel here. Do they want to go on with it and keep pushing on the scoreboard here? And you'd have to say, from what we've seen with their mentality recently, that's definitely what they'll be looking to do.
That's been all over Susu.
He's been good today, hasn't he, Susu?
Yeah. Number 5, Casey Gomez, had a pretty good game. He's been in quite a few of the tackles, along with Ricky Gamero.
You were right before with your comments about Ben, ultimate competitor. He's been in everything in defence today, hasn't he?
Yes.
Really leading from the front as the coach of the Barracuda side.
As player coach, yep.
Mushu, is that the correct way to pronounce his name?
That is correct, yes.
Mush, as well, as he's called with his friends, I believe. He's come into the game with cornrows? Is that what the kids call them?
Braids.
Braids. It's fantastic. I haven't seen
I think they look at
something like that for a while.
I told him earlier it looked like Marty Tapau of my Manly Seagulls. I thought he looked pretty sharp.
I like it. I think it suits him. He's looking very powerful today. Must have had his Weet-Bix this morning being an Australian kid. That's what those people down there are eating, they tell me.
Yeah, you could understand. The way that New South Wales has been slapping around Queensland lately, being from New South Wales.
It's been pretty disappointing for the men north of the border, but we're down here in Southern California today, and it looks like...
That was Jamrock on Elijah.
Wow. It's 2 big boys colliding there.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Let's say trying to stop the Queen Mary. Absolutely. Elijah's a powerful runner, and it's good to see him with the ball.
The pressure just keeps getting let off here by both teams with errors in the ruck. Play the ball errors, which I think would have both coaches a little bit frustrated, but also can be expected with 2 teams so early on in their journey as a team. So we got a penalty here. It's called that high, Chad.
I can hear Reese Powell out there, the Mongrels fullback, kind of giving directions and letting everybody know where they need to be.
Very diminutive figure, but a
Absolutely.
large voice. You know,
And
you can hear him from here.
For sure. And an actor.
Is that right?
Yes.
I can see that.
An actor from Wheels.
He's also a musician, isn't he?
I don't know about that.
He strikes me as a guy.
Yeah.
He's probably a guitarist, I'd say.
Possibly.
Oof, good low tackle there. Smothered over the top by Elijah. They're really going to be needing to score some points here to stay in the contest. 24-0 to the Mongrel. Let's see what's happening out here.
Yeah.
Mongrel defense has been fantastic. You know, they haven't really given them any opportunities for space. You know, as Mushu and Elton chop him down on the 30-meter line here.
Yeah, Ricky for the Barracudas has had quite a few runs today as well.
Here we go.
Excellent.
Ben gets a bit of space out wide. That's what we've been looking for. The pressure's building here. We're looking for a try or repeat set from the Barracudas.
Ben has so much rugby league experience playing for Oxford University.
The boy from Huddersfield, the birthplace of rugby league, Chad.
Absolutely. 1895.
With the fifth tackle here. He puts the kick in from the... Oh, Reese scoops it up. Shovels it off, and we got a knock on there by the Mongrel. So here we go. That's the kind of result the Barracudas are going to be looking for. They're going to get another set on the Mongrel line.
Absolutely, this is the time you get to strike. If you're going to strike and put it in, I have a feeling if they score here, you might see a few more tries for the rest of this game.
It keeps them in the contest, doesn't it? I mean, 30-0 is very different to 24-6. Great strong run there. Bit of a slow play the ball, but they'll be fine. Jamrock's dangerous close to the line. The big boy.
Jamrock's going to get in there.
He wants that. First try for the Barracudas in their history.
Folks, we are witnessing history today on July the 10th, 2021 with Jamrock scoring Brian Hutchinson, the Barracudas captain scoring the first try in Barracudas history.
Very experienced.
Exciting to see.
Played a bit of football down in Jacksonville with the Axemen under Sean Rutchison. And you can tell, you know, he's a very experienced campaigner, isn't he, Chad?
Yes. Very good runner. It's good to witness this, seeing the first try in history. I'm sure Ben right now is extremely excited.
So that gets us to 24-4 with the kick to come. Still in the first half here, it's early days. But, you know, like we were saying, that's what we need to keep this contest alive. Quite hot out here now. It's definitely warmed up and the cloud cover's cleared off a little bit. I'd probably say we'd be pushing into the 80s, 90s sort of territory. The boys are hydrating there, which is a good thing. He should slot this kick here, number 21 for the Barracudas. Obviously we've said that before and they've missed, but
I'd like to give a little shout out to some of our listeners around the world. We've got Alf in Sydney, Australia. I'd like to say greetings to California Rugby League. Just want to say how impressed I am with the growth of the greatest game in USA. There's been attempts made by Australians since the 1950s to expand the game over yonder. How impressed would they be if only they were around to witness the efforts of Chad Cooper and the countless others that they eventually getting the game off the ground. Great to see.
Who's that one from? That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's from Alf.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boys down in Cooma as well. Old Jack Nichols and the gang. Hope you guys are doing well. Bucket hats on the way.
Bucket hats.
You're obviously familiar with Jack Nichols.
Yes.
Buff's father, Jack.
Yes.
Random South guy.
Random South guy, absolutely. Some communication going on right now with Coach 80, maybe a little bit of a water break. I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Cruz from Mike in Rhode Island. Shout out to California Rugby League, the Barracudas, and the Mongrel, growing the game here in the U.S. One club, one game at a time. Hashtag positive rugby. Hashtag we are the expansion.
Donnie Duncan. Oof. He's been electric today. You know, even though that was a knock on there.
Yeah.
Just the way he glides through the air, and they're halftime.
And that is halftime.
Brings us to 24-4.
24-4. LA Mongrels or the San Diego Barracudas?
I'm going to say I've been really impressed with the way the Barracudas have held on to this. They haven't let the moment overrule them. They haven't put their heads down. The effort's still there. They're tired. They're in this contest.
Absolutely. There's still a chance for them to pull back.
For me in the second half, I'd like to see them get jam rock the ball in a bit of space. Maybe I'd look to put him on the left edge to be with Ben. And I know that their thought pattern is probably they want to defend that middle, but he is an attacking threat. Who have you been impressed with from the Mongrel?
For the Mongrel, I thought Donnie's done a great job. I've been impressed with Elton. He's had some amazing runs. As always, you can't count out Suzu. Suzu's just an integral part of this club. Does a phenomenal job. I've been very impressed so far. We got to be fair. I mean, the Mongrels have had a lot of experience in this game, and the Barracudas are simply just learning how to play this game quite a bit.
You can see, like, as we Radomir, if we could pan to the Barracudas there, you can see Ben in the middle of the circle there. He is really getting around his troops here. He can sense it. He can sense that they're really still in this contest, and potentially an upset, which would be one of the biggest upsets in California Rugby League history, could occur here today. Obviously it's still early days, and a lot can change.
Our friend of California Rugby League, Appieth, was taken to San Diego in this game, so. Is he still going to go with that?
I think he would stick with it. Really struck me as a prediction that was based on, going for the underdog, and fair crack. Hey, Radomir, take us around. Let's show the lovely people here the sights and the sounds as we make our way to the busy highway behind us here. I see quite a few of the Barracudas women's team here today. Ben's been doing a fantastic job, as well as 80 over in LA, both striving to get a women's team up and running. The vision to build a club, I think that's fantastic. Chad, and it really suits the moment.
For sure, we just got to get more people playing this wonderful game.
Yeah, it's good times. What other observations have you had about the half, Chad?
I just think it's been an offensive juggernaut so far by the LA Mongrel, and the Barracudas. Let's be fair. Like I said, this is their first game ever. It's just going to take a little bit. It's going to take some time to pick it up.
Yeah. Things I'm impressed with, definitely the energy from both teams. In the heat, you could easily put your head down, and with the scoreboard going against the Barracudas, they could have given up, but they're still coming out firing. Thing that's probably going to frustrate both coaches is just that ruck. And John Ashton, the referee, is doing a fantastic job.
John's done a phenomenal job so far. Clean game.
It's not every day you get to see beautiful sights and sound like this. Is it?
Absolutely not.
The highway behind us and beautiful palm trees in the foreground.
What they say about San Diego, it is America's finest city, and rugby league is America's finest sport.
Is that what they say?
That's what I say.
There you go, you heard it first, Chad Cooper. I was quite impressed with the entourage of motorbikes that came through like 10 minutes before kickoff. And they're all I would say, they look like younger people on these little pee-wee motorcycles. That was fantastic. Amateur bikie gang, if you ask me, Chad.
Some of the things that just phenomenal about Coach Ben Calverley. First of all, he's a doctor.
Is that right? What's his doctorate, Chad?
Mathematics. Yeah.
There you go.
I would have the opposite of that. I am terrible in mathematics, but I give Ben Calverley. Ben's one of the greatest guys you've ever met, and when he came and talked about wanting to start this team, I was just so overjoyed. There's a lot that goes into this team. He went to the University of Manchester, and then also is from Huddersfield, England, the birthplace of rugby league. So we have a little bit of the color combinations in the club there. We have the purple from Manchester, and we have the maroon and the kind of orange from Huddersfield. So it's phenomenal to see.
I remember about 8 weeks ago, after a Mongrel training, you called me and you go, "This kid Ben is trying to get a team together."
Yes.
You're like, "You should chat with him." I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
I'm like, "Yeah, we'll wait and see."
Yeah.
Because how many people have come along? I want to get a team together.
Oh yeah.
All credit to Ben. That was 8 weeks ago. A week or two after, he's on the phone with 80. Then we're on a Zoom call. Here we are now, 6 weeks after their first combine, and you got a rugby league team here. That's a rugby league team.
That's a rugby league team. Absolutely.
Pride of San Diego, really.
Pride of San Diego. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that his grandfather was the head groundskeeper That's Huddersfield Giants, a.k.a. Fartown. Fartown was one of the original names that Huddersfield had playing in Super League. And his dad is the president of the supporters club.
Yeah,
I think that sounds right.
It's great stuff.
I'd like to give a shout out to 80 Cooney. 80 Cooney is just a stalwart in California Rugby League. He is just an amazing coach. The boys really listen to him. He's an OG. Comes from Leeds, Silsden, and played at Keighley.
2019, first combine for the LA team. Mm-hmm. Johnny Manning, shout out to Johnny Manning back home in Queensland.
We love you, Johnny.
Johnny was busy with work as the head coach of the Mongrel. Called in shortly before training. 80, like the true champion, took the reins straight from there and hasn't looked back since as Ben kicks it off. Donnie Duncan with a great take there.
Yeah, Donnie to Papa Bruce.
So there we go. That's good defense by the Barracudas there.
Man, you can hear Susu out there commanding the troops.
I've been impressed with Omar. He's not overplaying his hand as a halfback. First time as a dominant playmaker and doing a great job. Reese with some space. Look at that left foot step. Don't argue. Brought down. Good second effort by the big man there. Bit of a Nathan Hindmarsh style tackle. He's gone on with it too long though. Johnny Ashton, he stopped it.
Oh, a little bit of pressure.
Shove. We're going to get a bit emotional here.
John's out there. John Ashton is commanding this game. When he's in charge, the boys listen. Does a great job.
Cool head from Omar there. Instead of kicking for touch, takes the 10 meters. Over to you, Chad.
I was just going to say I might have a couple of number changes. I might have got the names incorrect, so I do apologize. Looks like Ty Linegar is number 23.
Hey, we're all starting out here, Chad. You know, we're all getting our experience. Strong run there by Ty.
Strong run there by Ty, the AK Techno Viking. If you ever see a video of the Techno Viking in Germany, that's what Ty looks like.
Film producer, he's told me. A lot of hidden talents here in the LA Mongrel side, isn't it?
Absolutely. Coach 80, I'll tell you, he's got these boys running their different runs that they do. He's got them running like a Swiss clockwork right here because the passing's been really good.
Yeah, he's really commanded the troops and got them. Oh, as Ty cuts through.
Ty with about a 15-meter run, and he's not done yet.
Oh, he's not held, so he gets up. Yeah, but as I was saying about 80 Cooney's done a fantastic job getting these boys playing the style he needs to. As Omar with some time here, well, you're not going to get that much time ever again on the try line. Just jabs it over. Strong defense there by the Mongrel, shoving Brian Hutchison down to the ground. They're backed up here on the 10-meter line early in the second half. It's 24-4.
24-4.
To the LA Mongrel. LA Mongrel in the blue. San Diego Barracudas in the yellow. How would you describe this jersey?
Maybe a bit of a sherbert.
Yeah, I like that. In the sherbert.
Yeah, sherbert. Maybe a little bit of an orange, purple.
Hey, that's a good run there. That's the kind of run you need getting out of your own half there. Quick feet, light on his feet. Loved it. Number 9 there. I believe he is new to the game as well. Ben mentioned before the game that this is his first rugby league outing.
Number 9's Trace Martinez.
Fantastic on his feet, real athlete. That's what we like to see out here. You can see their structure's taking a bit of shape here, the Barracudas. This is really encouraging from them. They've had the opportunity now for a few sets in the second half to just lay a bit of a platform, and they've completed their sets. So I'm sure the coach Ben, who's got the ball, he'll be really happy with that.
Oh, nice little fend off that was. That's Alex.
Bit of a goose step.
Yep, Alex Nolasco. He's also one of our original players. He's been with us since day one.
Did I hear him correctly when he said he was 18 years old when he played the first game in 2019? Strong contact there by Elton.
Elton's just, he had the fend off with the arm, and they just do not have an answer for him.
So second effort there from the Barracudas. It was very physical in the middle. They haven't backed down in the second half, the Barracudas. Very impressive in their defense. LA are really going to be looking to build on the pressure here as Omar takes the 10 meters instead of kicking for touch. He's been very cool-headed. You got to give him a lot of credit there.
Oh, absolutely. And another thing for a lot of our fans watching for the first time in rugby league, they give a lot of respect to the referee.
But they should. They don't always.
Not in all sports.
Omar on the line here, plays to the right. You know, Alex cuts it out to Big Scotty. Scotty with the step inside, taken by two Barracudas, probably about 10 meters out there, Chad.
Yeah, in a lot of other sports, you don't see somebody 6'5" like Scotty Mitchell from England, scoring tries or scoring a touchdown.
Alex cuts through, and we've got a penalty here to the Barracudas. Well, that's a big pressure let off for them.
That's really if you're watching this game and you play any other sports, come on down to California Rugby League and give it a try. I think you'll like it.
Very enjoyable game, Chad. Very enjoyable game. Ben kicks for touch here off the penalty. We're about 20 metres out with a full set of 6. Looking to get some good field position. The Mongrel defence has been fantastic, as always. They really lay a great platform with their defence, don't they, Chad?
What are your thoughts so far on this first SoCal derby?
It's great. I think there's a lot of good takeaways from this. For the Barracudas, it's their first game of rugby league, sensational. Mongrel looking to go for 2-0 to start the season, sensational. I think a lot of great takeaways from this.
And it's just the ball in play is phenomenal. You have these guys that are playing in other sports, it's constantly out or a lot of stoppage. There's not much stoppage in this game.
The Barracudas are just really finding their feet, Chad. As we're here on the 20-meter line, plays to the left, to the right. It's a great mullet there, isn't it? Scoots away the fast feet in the 9. Again, that Mongrel defense, it's like a brick wall every time they try and get around them.
But they've seemed to have found an answer because the Mongrel have not scored in a while.
Ben chances his hand wide there.
Silly mistakes by the Barracudas, and I think this game could be a lot closer. We're just working the kinks out a little bit. That's Scotty with about a 5-meter run.
Still 0-0 here in the second half,
Absolutely.
Which is a stark contrast to the beginning of the game, which we unfortunately missed due to technical difficulties. David Abbo with possibly his first touch of the season. Elton lassoed to the ground by 3 Barracudas there. You can see the Mongrels sort of lining out to the left here. They're going to be looking to put a play on, I'd say, on the 4th tackle. Here we go. They're coming early.
Oh, excellent hands.
Ooh. He's saying that's
fine. That was suit Alfie.
Gee, Alfie's a real handful, but Brian brings him down with...
Yeah, those guys just work well together.
Oof. That's a bit of a coach killer there on the 4th tackle, isn't it, Chad?
That was Jamrock with a little extracurricular with Alfie. It looks no love lost between those two.
He didn't need to go on with that, did he?
No.
Puts his team under a little bit of pressure, but,
That's okay.
That's what you get when you're a bit rusty, I think that...
That's passion by Jamrock right there. He's not letting his team down. He's letting his boys know that I'm here for you and I'm not going to quit.
Big Miles
there. Quick tap to Miles.
Looking to burrow his way
Miles
over.
Chris from the Lou. Shout out St. Louis.
Here we go. Mongrel attacking the Barracudas try line. Omar Ali in there in dummy half. He's got Ty out to the right. Oof, knocked on there by... Was it Carlos, unfortunately? Just had a hand in there. Got a little too excited. A bit of white line fever. Hey, we've all been known to get that. It's fine.
I'd like to give it just a really I know we talked about him earlier today, but somebody I've been thinking about all day is Mr. Johnny Manning.
Yeah,
How much do we love Johnny Manning?
The enigma.
The enigma, the man, the mystery. What are we going to have to do to get him back?
I don't know, put on a Doors reunion show. They're going to need a singer.
We love you, Johnny.
Yeah, the Barracudas play out to the left here. That's a Jim Morrison reference. He looks like Jim Morrison, for those of you at home.
Yes, he definitely needs a haircut.
Most of you are likely familiar with the Enigma.
I don't think he's cut his hair since COVID started.
A great little dart out of dummy half there by the 5.
That's Casey Gomez.
Oh, what do we got here? Coach 80's come on. He's looking at, looks like Ty's down. Possibly a knee.
I'd like to give a shout out to somebody in particular, somebody special. I like to call him the godfather of rugby league, and that's Tony Collins. Tony has a podcast called Rugby Reloaded, and me and so many other people in this country who love rugby, rugby union, rugby league, he really covers it all. He just has the most amazing stuff, and he's one of the most influential people in rugby. And he wanted to give us a shout out because he saw some of our pictures of our game against the Immortal, and just said that he thought everything looked really good. So just want to give a shout out, Tony, for your support of California Rugby League.
So we come back to the game here. Barracudas on their 20-metre line, looking to make a play out of their own half. Quick play to the left with Ben, the coach. Hits his man on debut there. The fifth tackle.
That's Ben Mills again.
What's our kicking option out of dummy half here? Ben with the up and under rugby union style kick. Comes wide here to Alex. Mongrel find themselves on their own 40-metre line trying to work out of...
There's Ben Mills again in the tackle from New Hampshire. Live free or die.
What a great motto to have for your state.
And he's playing his ass off.
You know, I think that was probably one of the best state mottos during the COVID period as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's not get into that, though. Have I ever told you about my old housemate?
No.
He was from New Hampshire. He said to me when I first met him, if you like whiskey and guns, we're going to get on just fine. Well, I don't like whiskey or guns, but we got on just fine. Jason here in dummy half finds himself a little bit out of position, but that's fine. Alex with the quick feet playing to the right, looking for a bit of open space. Dragged down there.
Alex with a little stutter step there. Drew the defense in, and it seems like it got him a little bit more meters.
Bit unfortunate there with the knock on there. You know, good footwork, but it comes undone. So we're still 0-0 here in the second half. San Diego Barracudas on the left of your screen. LA Mongrel on the right. Big charge by Eli. One of the San Diego OGs, I'm led to believe. Oof, Miles Chris out of the line. Great contact.
I'm hearing a little shut your mouth.
Oh, we got a few fired up fans here on the sideline. That's always great to see. It wouldn't be a rugby league game without a few people yelling at the other team, would it? Passion on display, Chad.
That's all we want. I'll tell you, the passion by some of our supporters in this game has been phenomenal. Nobody wants to lose this game. We want to win. Go. A little bit of fisticuffs. Guys.
Well, it's getting a little fiery down here today. We've come to see it all the time with the California Rugby League game. It wouldn't be a game without a little bit of push and shove. They'll inevitably shake hands and have a beer after the game, and that's the spirit we play the game with.
You're exactly right, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're all going to have a beer afterwards and enjoy our time.
You got to remember, Chad, these are testosterone-filled young gentlemen. You know, they're out there playing a contact sport. They're with their mates.
Yes.
They're defending each other. It happens, you know. People get chirpy. The game will finish, and we all move on as friends.
Yes. I've never played rugby league or rugby union, but I've heard that once you get in the fight, it's like that release valve. It lets off that release, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can see.
I think you told me that.
You can see Coach 80 in there. Gee, I bet he wishes he was still playing.
Oh, for sure.
He reminds me of a bit of an Alfie Langer sometimes when he's out there on the field, getting his instructions to his playmakers, doing a fantastic job with them.
Oh, nice run by Carlos. Great pass by Susu.
Just like that, we're back into the game. It's like the scuffle never happened. Omar plays right here to Miles Chris, the man who may have started it. Taken down by two Barracudas on the 20-metre line. Stoppage of play here. Potentially a knee for the Barracudas. What did you see in that, Chad?
I didn't see anything. That might be...
He just skips it off.
I think that's Ricky coming off. That's number 4.
On comes the 14 with the mullet. Possibly the best mullet in California Rugby League. Oh, we've got a shepherd penalty there. I believe that's what he's called. Jason Jackson there, still new to the game, so he can be forgiven for that. He's run in front of the ball. You can hear the emotions really flying out there, Chad, can't you? With it still being 0-0, you can see the kind of tension is still in the. It's still in the air, Chad.
No one's giving up right now.
You gotta
still
think,
having a go.
If the Barracudas go over here and score the first try, or if the second half that is, well, I mean the game could go either way. Mongrel's still very dominant with their defence, but pressure's being let off a lot as Brian gets taken here.
Oh, that's Jamrock versus Jason right there. That's a thriller in Manila. That's a battle I'd like to see all day long.
It's been great.
Two heavyweight champions battling it out.
Look at them next to each other there, pushing and shoving. How you doing, buddy? Oh, Jason, great effort there. Miles Chris as well has been very impressive with his defense.
Miles is,
he's one of those guys that plays like very close to the edge, you know, always
very
aggressive. It's like the kettle's about to boil kind of character. As we come wide here with the Barracudas in a bit of space.
He did. Excellent tackle by Susu. Try-saving tackle.
Copped a boot in the face for his effort, is it? And now the hamstring's gone.
Little break in the action.
He's having a bit of a laugh there. I think we'll be okay.
He's walking up very gingerly, as you can see, folks. Barracudas giving their hand of support. That's what rugby league's about.
Moments ago, we saw tempers flaring, and now they're all kissing and cuddling. What
Exactly.
a sport, Chad. I think that'll be the day for Susu, unfortunately. Hamstrings aren't something.
Not being a bad idea to pull him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get him some ice.
Junior right now.
And also some frozen water for that leg. There you go. Strong run there up the middle.
That's Casey Cornell.
Casey in the 20. Here we go. This is the Barracuda's first real attempt on the fifth tackle inside the Mongrel's half. Low pass to Ben. Great pickup. And good shoe on it as well.
That was Casey the
Touched
junior.
by David Abbo. And it's going to roll dead. That'll be a line dropout. As we have some Barracudas fans driving past.
Saying that you are sexy. Ladies, gentlemen, come on down and see some sexy rugby league players right here. This is the place to be.
The American fans, they're very like excited, confused. The shorts. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
I'm not sure if
short
that
on
lady
it.
was talking about the players or if she saw my backside as I was doing this. Either way, I would like to say that give a shout out to my wife, Helena Cooper. I love you, and my kids, Sean and Colin, and my mom and dad. Shout out to all the rugby league families around the world supporting your players, men and women,
So we got a
in the
line
greatest game in the world.
line dropout here for the Mongrel. Looks like that's going to go on the full, which gives it to the Barracudas 10 meters out. So the kick that was from Ben there was touched by David Abbo, the winger for the Mongrel. It's gone dead, which means it's a line dropout where the Mongrel kick it from the under the goalpost. On that occasion, it's gone out on the full. Barracuda's ball 10 meters out. This is going to be a great try scoring opportunity for them. They'll be looking to build a bit of pressure here, Chad, and then go over on the third or fourth tackle after they've sucked the Mongrel into the middle.
Yeah, you could see Avi and Jason over there commanding the troops, really lining them up, trying to prevent this try.
Burrowing run there.
That's the second tackle. We have 6 tackles. Are they going to be able to put it over this time, do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking out to the left here. I can see this tackle here. You have Ben and Jamrock on the left. This is the combination we've been looking to see all day. I'd be very surprised if we don't see a try here. Mongrel defense is tenacious as always, but that's a bit of a let off there. What's the ref called? Great pressure by the Mongrel there, Chad.
Yeah, it looked like it possibly just hit him in the back as he was
They're
retreating.
relentless in defense, aren't they? They've really taken it to a new level this year.
I know. I could see the body language of Coach Ben. I know he loves his men, but that's going to be frustrating.
Mongrel coming out of their own half with big Jason Jackson on the 30-meter line, taken down by 3 Barracudas players. A bit of a flow coming into the game here. They're getting into a bit of rhythm. Ooh.
Oh, a little bit of a bobble.
Referee's called play on there. Mongrel here on their own 40-metre line. Momentum has swung with the pressure let off. Wow, he's been fantastic, hasn't he, Big Alfie?
Yeah.
Great ball playing there by the big man. Really making his case to be in that California side to play Utah in October.
There's Elton again with quite a bit. 6-7 meters on that carry.
Fifth tackle here.
What's going to happen here?
Omar in dummy half. Puts through a torpedo. Gets a perfect spiral on it. Get to see the ball in full motion. Barracudas ball here on their own 20-metre line. Looking to get out of their own half. Ben, the coach, steps into dummy half there. Plays it out to the right to Big Jamrock. Solid contact again there. Great defense by the Mongrel.
Mongrel pretty quick off the line.
I think he's got them offside there. Jason, unfortunately, he's got him a little bit high there.
What's wonderful about it is the love and the respect that both of these coaches have for their men. 80 Cooning, you know, he loves his guys. Ben Calverley, you know, these are his men. You know what I mean? You know, that bond that you create with these guys, they become like family. It's phenomenal to see.
The penalty here on their own 30-metre line. Ben looks to take it for touch here. We're looking to get it to about halfway. Set it up for a nice attacking set into the Mongrels' territory.
We're at about the midway line, halfway line right now, 50-meter mark.
Do you go midway or halfway? What's your preference there, Chad?
Yeah, I just exchange both. I kind of like it both.
Yeah, I think when you use the midway, it kind of got a nice ring to it.
I kind of like the midway because we got the midway here in San Diego.
What's the midway in San Diego?
That's an aircraft carrier.
Hey, there you go. You learn something every day.
I like that. I like the San Diego reference.
Great San Diego reference. It's good to see you staying classy.
Yes.
Barracudas brought down here on their 40-metre line. Good attacking opportunity for them. We're still here at 0-0 for the second half.
Yeah. Quite similar to a quarterback giving out instructions. You can see the halfback, the person who's getting the ball from the play of the ball, calling out the plays. These guys have worked these plays. I've seen them.
Just a few meters out of dummy half there. Looking to do it again with the fast feet. That's good though. Just get the meters with the fast little men. Complete your sets. Get the ball to your halfback here and get it down into the corner and look for another repeat set like they did last time. They're really putting it together in attack. You know, you got to give them really got to give them credit here. First time a lot of them have played rugby league.
That's Trace Martinez. Well,
gives it to Ben. The standoff goes high there. Probably didn't get the
Cocks off
distance
a
he was
little
after,
bit.
but it's still dangerous. Knocked on by Miles Chris, regathered by 6 again there to the Barracudas on the Mongrel 40-metre line.
Let him play on that.
Here we go.
Advantage going to the Barracudas.
Big Jamrock.
There's Jamrock again.
Finds some
Excellent
space.
run. Phenomenal. That's
there.
exactly what the Barracudas need right now.
You see Jason Jackson there. His arch enemy cuts him down 20 metres out from the try line. Dummy half. Oof, that's a little bit high. I think he might be in the bin there for that one, unfortunately. Might get a little break. Repeat offender. Yes, so you can see John Ashton reaching to his pocket. He's sending him off, I believe. Which is, you know, that's fair. I think repeat offender. It happens. Get a little bit lazy there in the back end of the game. Still new to it. No, he hasn't sent him off. I apologize, Jason.
It looks like he was giving him some instructions on what was incorrect on that.
Lives to fight another day. Potential rookie of the year. My apologies, sir. Keep fighting the good fight. Barracudas here on the 10-metre line. Looking to go over. First points of the second half.
Second half's been a pretty good half. It's been really even in this game, at least in the second half. I'm really impressed with San Diego so far. In this second half, they played pretty well.
Yeah, they're really finding their feet as a football side. As we say that, they unfortunately knock it on right under the posts. It'll be an LA Mongrel ball here on their own 10-meter line. Omar Ali, the captain, with the ball. Yeah, 24-4. What a contest in this second half. Elton with the offload to Jason.
Over to Jason.
Jason gets it wide. Donnie
There's
Duncan,
Donnie
the speedster.
alone.
In space. He's dangerous in space, isn't he, Chad? He's going to be hard to stop if he gets some space here. Look at Big Ben chasing him down. Oh, great legs tackle there. That's fantastic. He's been sensational.
Been very impressed by Ben Mills today. That was defense prowess that you see in a person who plays rugby league for years, right there.
The thing about Ben is he's a true competitor. You see it with him in Austin for the Barracudas, and it really stood out at the combine. Both those guys were absolutely firing. Omar Ali with the dangerous late footwork.
Ben Mills is for the Barracudas is hobbling a little bit. I'm not sure if he picked up a little niggle there.
It's fair to say he just saved his team 4 points there. Ball fumbles back here. Big Susu with the goosey and goes over basically untouched under the sticks.
That was a try for Susu.
28-4, kick to
and
come.
The LA Mongrels. What I like about this game, Tom, is it's like we have the SoCal Derby, but I like to call it a little bit of the War of the White Roses. You know what the War of the White Roses is?
Tell me a little bit about that, Chad.
The White Rose is for Yorkshire, and we have two guys right now, Coach Adie and Coach Ben, who are from the Yorkshire area. One from Huddersfield, one from Leeds, exactly around 19 miles from each other, and two of these men battling each other in sunny San Diego, California. Phenomenal.
Big Elijah with the conversion here. We saw last weekend Seth Cooney, the youngster, slot over the penalty from in front to get the 2-point victory. Elijah's pretty handy with the boot himself.
Yes.
I recall the March tournament, he was slotting him from everywhere. You'd have to think he's going to shoot this one over to bring it to 30-4.
And I got to give credit to how beautiful those goalposts look. Looking good on a sunny San Diego day.
Real upgrade from last weekend, as we can all attest to. If anyone has any complaints about these ones, please don't hesitate to not send a message. We're not interested in listening to it. So it's always a challenge to find goalposts in the United States of America.
And he got it.
30-4, Chad.
Tom, in rugby union, you a lot of times in a lot of places you're quiet when the kicker kicks. What about in rugby league? Is that something we should adopt or not?
I think that's something that you just got to let it take shape. If the American audience wants to be vocal in that point, and they choose to, hey, it's free country. Who are we to stop them?
How American is rugby league? It's very American.
It's probably
the taste for this country is unreal. Fast-paced game, play offense, defense.
Yeah, the similarities between football are pretty uncanny.
Oh, totally uncanny. I talk about the rugby league and American football DNA. We have the exact same DNA coming from rugby union.
Yeah. It's a
very similar
history,
sports. Yes.
So 30-4, it's going to be a big ask for the Barracudas here, realistically. With that said, though, the arm wrestle of the second half, sensational.
Great job to John Ashton out there, our referee. Doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, we're going to fly him up next weekend for the Battle of Sacramento. He'll be officiating 2 games there. Good take by Donnie Duncan, hands it off to Jason. Jason just trots back gently and bang, bang. Don't argue. Rookie of the Year, really making a big claim for it there as he finds himself on his own 30 to 40 metre line. Susu plays it to Alfie. Alfie off to Miles Chris. Miles Chris to Omar Ali. He cuts it to Scott. Dave Abbo, with his second touch of his career, taken down pretty easily on the 40-metre line.
I think it's his 3rd touch now. Abbo was hurt. A little bit of a accident on his bike, and I'm glad he's okay now.
Scotty Mitchell making some easy meters down there on the right edge there. Pleading for a penalty. I don't think he's going to get it this late in the game. Alfie switches
Oh,
the big man.
incredible.
That's some good footwork late at the line as well. You see Moosh demanding the ball, the big man, Big Marty Tapau lookalike. Omar Ali out of dummy half, easily wrestled down by 3 Barracudas.
I'd like to give out a shout out to Joe, too, our other Fijian player. He wasn't able to make it today.
He's a big man, Big Joe. As we cut out wide here, Susu off to the big man inside there to Alex with some space, the goose step. It's going to be hard to bring him down as he palms off with the right hand. He's awarded a try, 34-4 here at San Diego to the Los Angeles Mongrel over the San Diego Barracudas. You know, Chad, I think we're really finding our feet here with the commentary. It's taken a while to, find our rhythm.
Yeah, and I was a little rushed, too. I was in my car changing into my suit.
Yeah, we unfortunately
needed a
missed the
little bit.
beginning, which is...
I did, and that's okay.
That's tough. The San Diego traffic it's something else.
Yes.
It really is, isn't it? You can't compare that to anything.
Yeah, and I'd like to give a huge shout out to Radomir, who's doing the video for us right here. Not only is he just a handsome gentleman, he's just a hell of a man, too.
You know, he's another one of the guys who's been in it since the very beginning. An
Yes,
OG,
he has.
if you will.
He
was
is
at
an
the
OG.
first ever combine.
And we both come from the same place, Indianapolis.
There you go.
Yes.
You and 6 other people. Couldn't help myself there. Sorry, Chad.
It's okay. Canelo out there is supporting the team with the water.
This gentleman here for the LA side, as the motorbikes drive past in the background, he's got a great strike. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the accuracy on this attempt.
Pulled it a little right.
Just a little. Keeps it to 34-4.
John Ashton's checking his time right now.
Yeah, we must be coming to the back end, mustn't we, Chad?
Yes.
See Coach Cooney out there. He wishes he had his boots on. That's for sure. There we go. He's got the time off the referee, and he's just telling his boys, let's just coast home here. Let's not let any other points in.
Before the end of this night, I want to give a shout out again to our sponsors.
Absolutely. As you'll see on all the teams' jerseys, underneath their neckline, the Mind Digital logo. Mind Digital based out of Sydney and Brisbane, I'm led to believe, servicing the whole Pacific region. Cryptocurrency trading at its best. If you're in the Pacific region and interested in getting into it, look no further than Mind Digital.
Thank you to our sponsors. And if you're interested in sponsoring California Rugby League, let us know. What an excellent way to get your product out.
We'll be back next weekend in Sacramento for 2 great clashes. First up will be the San Francisco Savage versus the North Bay Dead Pelicans in their debut game. Following that will be the Battle of Sacramento, which is the Sacramento Immortals and the Sacramento Young Tigers. It'll be a fiery clash, that one, that's for sure.
What's a debut? Is that the same
Debut
thing as a
is like
debut?
your first. Yeah,
Oh.
I probably just say it a little bit different to you.
Yeah, got it.
And maybe I'm saying it wrong, but maybe you are too. So.
Yeah, it's a debut.
Debut. It's a debut. A debut. Scotty Mitchell.
Scotty Mitchell.
With his debut in San Diego.
Scotty Mitchell has a tattoo that says England Rugby on it. How impressive is that?
Have you seen his teeth? They're brilliant. He's got the nicest teeth.
He has very nice teeth. Are you saying it's because he's English?
No.
He has nice teeth.
It's actually surprising. As we play to the right-hand side offload here, Jason Jackson finds himself in some space. Palms off with that strong left hand. Ball comes loose. He's going to call that a knock-on, unfortunately. A little bit of push and shove at the end there. But that's just the way.
See the Mongrels player the Barracudas player helping him up right now. That's what this game's all about.
Looks like a supporter's come to give us some popcorn. It's very kind of the supporter to bring us some popcorn. You can tell we're at the back end of the game here. We're having a little bit of fun with it, aren't we, Chad?
Yes, we are, absolutely.
Who have you been your standout players of this second half, then?
For San Diego, you got to go with Ben Mills. He's been everywhere. I think
outstanding from Ben Mills.
Number 5, Casey Gomez has been good. Number 4, Ricky has been pretty solid. And you can't go wrong with Jamrock.
This play with the sort of, I would call them the shorter, faster, more athletic dudes making moves out of dummy half, to play the ball. It's been a really valuable tactic for the Barracudas. I think they can definitely build on that. I think Ben, the coach, has been outstanding. Ben Mills as well. What a debut.
Junior as well. You know, juniors has rugby league experience. Had a pretty good game as well. It's incredible, you know, the devotion, the amount of time, spending time away from their family, the aches and bruises that these men put up with, you know, to play this wonderful game. I got to tell you, I talk to them every day, and they just love to play this game with us in this league, California Rugby League.
Therapy, as you said, Jason calls it, and it definitely is for young men. This is their outlet to, you know, keep them on the straight and narrow for some of them. You know, I definitely know back in my glory days that was a great joy of rugby league. You know, gave you a little bit of a purpose on the weekends to keep you focused. Looking for a consolation try here late in the game are the Barracudas with some good footwork.
That was TJ.
There.
TJ with the play of the ball.
You see there he's going for the union place of the ball back there, but gets back to his feet.
That's TJ right now with the ball. He's running. Alex trying to take him down.
I've also been very impressed here with Austin. In the 22 there, who just made that run. Great late footwork at the line. As he gets to know the game better, he's going to be a real weapon for them. Ben with the ball.
Ben with a short kick.
Over.
He's gonna let it bounce.
It's a try, is it? Oh, he's called it back to the 20-meter line. He said that's gone dead. Unfortunately, the dead ball line's not so large as, you know, other sports, but great job to Chad Cooper, my fellow commentator, who was out there, you know, hours before the game, lining it, putting up goalposts.
That's what we do.
Yeah, you know, I think we sometimes forget how, you know, lucky some of the other countries are, where you have clubhouses, goalposts, lines marked. You really got to get in the trenches here and get it done if you want to see a game of rugby league. And full credit to the boys there. Absolutely,
and it all comes from the top and the vision, you know, somebody like a Howard Hughes has.
Oh, Susu has just barreled the smaller opponent there for the Barracudas. That's going to make highlights reels, that one.
Is that going to go on SportsCenter? I think it will.
Jason runs through there. Alfie plays short to Miles Chris. Now, that's been a really good combination this game. Those two connecting.
Oh, yeah.
You see, this is what we start to see as teams start to play more football, and it'll come for the Barracudas. These little pairings of players in attack and defense as they get to know each other's game. Definitely something to watch as the season develops. We must be sort of coming to the back end of the game.
Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the game. So much respect to the San Diego Barracudas team. You know, it's such a joy to see them out there and playing and performing.
And thank you to our viewers as well who have made it through this far and joined us on this incredible journey. You know, where we're all on this together. It's still very early days, and I know there's always a fair share of critics and people with their opinions and whatnot, but
yeah, it's Trace Martin with the run.
You can't take away from the effort of these young men, Chad. You just can't. Here we
go.
Junior
with the ball.
Play there. It's really working out well for them, where they're just scooting off their first 2 or 3 tackles. You see Ben gets in here in dummy half and looks to direct a bit of traffic down the right edge. Big Austin. Again, that footwork, it's going to be dangerous as he learns the game more and more.
Austin Edmondson with the run. It's pretty big man.
They say Austin and Ben Mills in the 11 and the 22. They come as a package deal. Wherever you see one, you see the other. As I say that, one comes off, the other goes on. So maybe I was wrong.
2 stalwarts coming on right now, Jamrock and Ben Mills.
Highlight of the game may have been that tackle from Ben Mills where he's run him down out of nowhere. Oh, this is great defense there by the Mongrel, isn't it? They're just getting down and dirty on their own line. It's 80 minutes into the game.
It's Fernando Calderon with the play of the ball.
They've already got the game pretty much locked up, still working hard. Ben plays wide. Moosh just smothers him. Scotty Mitchell coming in for seconds. There's that hunting like a pack mentality, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Coach A.D. Cooney's really got him firing, Chad.
Some of these boys, are they going to want to put a couple hits on Ben, being the next teammate, you think?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I think that he's sort of been a bit of a focus of their defence today, and they've shut him down. And potentially that's, what's led to such a convincing scoreline here at the end of the game. They just mummified his opportunities. He didn't have too much time with the ball when he was looking to kick. Not because of his positioning, but purely because of the Mongrels' excitement in defence.
Yes. And that was Carlos with the tackle.
I think as well, Susu's been...
No, I apologize. That was Alfie. Sorry.
Susu's
that
been
was
pretty
Alfie with the
exciting
tackle.
on this edge as well, Chad. How have you made it his game?
Susu is just, he's like the USA currency. You just can count on him all the time. You're never going to go wrong with Susu and Alfie. Those are two kind of players that, any team in this league, California Rugby League, would just trade for. You want those two kind of guys playing on your team.
Jason with some space
Jason with
here.
a run.
Wow, that's a great run for so late in the game.
I'm so impressed with Jason and the short amount of time he's been playing this game.
And there we have it, Chad.
Folks,
what do you have for the full-time score here today at beautiful San Diego? I had 34-4, potentially 38-4.
Yes, you can see the players out there hugging each other.
All credit to every player involved in this game. They've gone out there with sensational effort, competed right down to the end. And I think both coaches can be really proud of their troops today, Chad.
Absolutely. You got to get a shout out to Omar, who is the captain of the Mongrels, and Jamrock, who's the captain of the Barracudas. That leadership that they have out there has been phenomenal, and you can see it on the field. Very impressed with this game. Bit of it was a bit lopsided, but Barracudas did end up picking it up and made it a lot better of a game. It's been amazing to be here. Just a privilege to be with you and California Rugby League. As this league continues to grow, it's phenomenal. No end in sight. It's going to be one of the best ever.
Yeah, Omar Ali's composure is something that really stands out from today's effort, Chad. The way he just kept his head, kept it cool, got the boys to where they needed to be, didn't overplay his hand, which is sometimes what you can see for a new halfback taking that role as the dominant playmaker.
How's it going?
So we can see the San Diego fans here. They're still very cheerful, and they've got a lot to be proud of. Their team's come out here with an excellent debut.
It's a debut.
Excellent debut.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should sign off. Thank you very much, Chad Cooper. You've been sensational. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I look forward to next game when David Abbo will be back here with you.
You did a great job today, Tom. Very proud of you. Just want to give a shout out to all of our fans around the world, wherever you may be. We just appreciate you, and thank you so much.
You didn't think I was going to do it today, did you?
I did not.
I did it. Did you like it?
You did great, dude.
I thought we were a bit rusty at the beginning.
Yeah, it was all right.